Hello, my dear fashion lovers, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk with you about my go-to summer uniform and how I make it feel new. But before we dive into today's subject, do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss out on my further videos. And now let's get started. Every summer I find myself reaching out for the same outfit formula again and again. But it never feels boring because I style it with intention. Now here's my outfit formula and how I keep it fresh all season long. The formula is what you see here. It consists of a neutral base, an elegant layer, and light accessories. I pick a pair of white leg pants, which is either this pair here, this is a very light wool texture, or a pair of linen pants, and sometimes I also have a pair of navy blue pants. I like my pants to be white and flowy because this lets the air circulate and it keeps me cool on hot summer days. Then I combine this pair of pants with a top. It can be a sleeveless top, it can be a blouse, it can be a silk shirt, it can also be a button-down shirt. A button-down shirt is fine in summer if you just wear it over a strappy top, and then you can just leave it open and it flows around so you don't feel too warm. On colder days, you can just button it, tuck it in, roll up the sleeves, and you have a super elegant look. But when it comes to the top and it's not a shirt or a blouse, then I love to go for waistcoats because a waistcoat really adds elegance to a look. It makes everything look more put together, more sophisticated. For me, a waistcoat is simply the epitome of elegance. Now, over this look, I could add a lightweight blazer, a linen blazer, for example, which is perfect for work or on colder days, on fresh mornings or on chilly evenings. And when it comes to footwear, it's either a pair of flats, as I'm wearing here. So here I have a tonal look. Everything comes from the same color family. And I love to wear a pair of flat sandals in a tan color that keep me cool and comfortable. Sandals with the open toes, this is maybe more for your casual occasions, and in a business setting, you play it safe when you go for flats like these that cover the toes. And gold details, of course, are always very nice and elevate any outfits. Now we have the gold buttons here in this waistcoat. I added a pair of gold earrings, and you can really play around. Maybe a gold cuff, a gold bracelet, or maybe you add a gold detail in your hairstyle or a necklace, whatever comes to your mind, just to elevate the whole thing a little bit. When it comes to bags, it's either a structured bag, again, depending on the occasion. For work and for formal occasions, of course, I prefer a structured bag. And if it's more casual, then I love to reach for my straw tote, which is my perfect summer bag. Now we have the base, but we do not want to make this look too boring. So we adjust it every single week in order to keep the whole thing more interesting. So what you can do is to change the color palette. For example, on one day I go for a total ivory look. On the next day I add some navy details. It could be the navy pants compared with the light waistcoat or the other way around. Then you can swap bags and earrings. As I said before, either you go for the structured bag or you go for the straw tote. So here you can really play around with the possibilities. You can also work with your hairstyle. So either you keep your hair open, you go for a ponytail, or you go for a bun, just depending on the different moods and occasions. Of course, you also can play with jewelry. One day you might pick a pair of statement earrings, the next day you might go for a statement bracelet, and so on and so on. Also, belts are an option. Maybe one day you want to wear a belt in order to add some interest to the outfit. But if you wear belts in summer, make sure it's not big, chunky leather belts, because this really adds bulk to your outfit and makes you sweat around the waist. Better go for slim belts that do not add any heat to your look. Now, why does this outfit formula work? It works because it's comfortable, it's me, And when life is full, I don't want to spend hours deciding on what to wear. So I simply know what I can pick. Then I know that I have my pants ready, I have my waistcoats ready, and I just can mix and match those and just pick my two items of the day and I'm good to go. It makes life so much easier and it avoids decision fatigue. This year, I also added some beautiful midi skirts to my collection in different colors. So it's not only navy blue and ivory, but now I also have beautiful earthy tones, red one or a butter yellow midi skirt. So this gives me more options to play around with. And also the midi skirts, they do the same job as the wide-legged pants. So just take a midi skirt, combine it with a waistcoat, with a shirt, with a blazer, and you just look so effortlessly chic and put together without having to spend hours thinking and refining your outfit. This is so simple that it always works. You just have to pay attention to the quality of the fabrics. Make sure it's a natural fabric. So in summer, this could be a very light wool. It could be silk, cotton, or linen. It always works, it always looks good, and these good natural fabric really will last you for a very long time. Your uniform doesn't have to be boring. It just has to feel like home. You have to feel that it's really you, that you feel comfortable with the cuts and with the colors, and then you can really play around with it for a whole season. Now, if you like today's content, then please give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss out on my further videos. See you in the next one. Stay stylish.